What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to Assembling Arsenal. If you remember correctly, in the last episode we played through the first 2 rounds of the Premier League Shield. Today we're going to try and get even further on through it and maybe win the tournament if we can, but we will wait and see. So before we get started, I do want to quickly remind you guys, if you want a fast and reliable coin service, check out utcointraders.com. There's a link to them in the description below. Anyway, let's get stuck in. As you can see, we changed the team up slightly so that they had fullest fitness. This is the semi-final. I was amazed we came up against someone with such horrendous chemistry. Almost every single player on a red or an orange formation card, but a fantastic little turn there by Giroud to do one of the defenders, and we got really lucky here that he took so long to deal with it, and we chipped it in back to Giroud, who started the move off and managed to give ourselves a 1-0 lead just 12 minutes in. Later on, he played the ball through to Jermaine Defoe, who easily just dinked it round the keeper and made it 1-0. Didn't take him long to pull that one back, but almost instantly after the kickoff, we played through Thomas Rosicky, who lovely dink over the goalie there, and that brought our lead back again, end-to-end stuff, but it died down a bit until just before half-time, and Rosicky played the ball to Podolski, who did a lovely little finish, shot into the bottom left-hand corner there to take us in at, I believe, 3-1, 3-1 at half-time, and it was looking like we were going to be making our route to the final, but he did manage to pull one more back there. He played bent through, and I could not seem to be able to deal with it, and very lucky here. My defenders just collapsed and ran into each other, and he left himself with a ridiculously easy head through on goal, which frustrated me, but there's nothing you can really do about that. He did then pull back one more as well, so after the ridiculous first goal, he had a ridiculous second goal, and well, second and third rather, and that made it 3-all, but I decided that the EA-ness is not going to get the better of me, and I whipped it in, and it finally dropped to Rosicky, and then to Podolski, who dinked that one home, and made it 4-3 in the 81st minute, and that was how it finished. Despite him getting 2 ridiculous goals, we still prevailed as the winners, and that puts us through to the finals. And we need to buy a player before we do that, so we go and pick ourselves up a Mikel Arteta. I can't get any in 4-1-2-1-2 for a reasonable price, but we pick up a CDM one and then a formation card for 200 coins, which has a 4 in the middle, and that means that we are now on to a good chunk of players. Now, as you can see, the tally shows what we're on in the bottom right hand corner. There's a little checklist as well, so we now have a CDM Arteta that will get us full chemistry just in case we need him, but we already have Wilshere, Diaby, Coquelin, and now Arteta. It does allow us to play like Coquelin or Diaby at the centre back if we need to, but in this final game we come up against a 4-4-2 Prem team with a very solid defence, great attack, some very good players indeed. I wouldn't really change too many of those if I was to build a cheap team, and looks very good for him, but it doesn't take us long to get our lead in this final, believe it or not. 2.5 minutes in, Podolski just absolutely destroys his defence, cuts inside and bangs it home into the top left hand corner. Lovely, easy as you like, making it 1-0 just 4 minutes in, and then shortly after that he played the ball out for a goal kick which went straight to my head. Rosicky knocked it down, dinked it over the top to Giroud, who just got on the end of both of the headers there and made it 2-0 for us, and it was starting to look like we had already won ourselves this final, and we just kept extending on the lead. Podolski picking up the ball here, doing a nice little bit of turn and skill there, easily burning his defence and banging that one home. 3-0 now, and it's gone to bed, the game. It is absolutely, he's fast asleep, he's tucked in, he's got his hot water bottle, he's got his little pyjamas on, his teddy bear, everything. This game is in bed, and as you can see there, we dominated him. Those stats ridiculously domination, but he made some changes at half time and the bed was shaken. Now he actually went down to my end here and managed to get the ball off Koscielny with his Podolski that I believe he just brought on, played it, just smashed it through the middle, and that instantly made it 3-1. Now I was starting to worry here because I'd been all over him, but it's just my luck to mess it up, but I managed to avoid the nerves and get up the other end and bang on him with Podolski. Well, tried to bang it with Podolski and it bounced out to Giroud in the 67th minute, but it still wasn't finished there. 84th minute, squeaky bum time was happening, a ridiculous touch there by I believe that was I'm not sure who it was, and some terrible goalkeeping allowed the ball to drop to Balotelli, and I'm starting to get worried. 4-2 now, 86th minute, and then on the 89th minute he picked up the ball with Valencia, played it through to Podolski, who drove it across to the back post to Balotelli. It's now 4-3. I was worried, but it finished 4-3 and we managed to get ourselves the win, the 7K and the Manchester United badge, despite it being assembling Arsenal. Had this been Mission Manchester, this may have been appropriate, but it's assembling Arsenal, so you know what we're going to do. Here shows the stats: 4 shots on target, 3 goals, 17 shots on target. Absolutely ridiculous just how much I was all over him, but in a second, you'll see we managed to collect our Manchester United badge, which of course we discard. But that is the end of this episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. Please show me support by leaving a like. I did also play one more game, but I forgot to record it. I think it was 2-0, but what we'll do next time I do an episode, we'll look in seasons and it'll show the correct score. But that's it at the end, guys. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.